Hey everyone, welcome to KeoTalks. My name is Kelly and today we're going to be talking about how to stand out as a high school student during a pandemic. I know that many students don't know what to do once everything goes on remote learning. The social interactions are different and just life in general has just changed. Because of this drastic change, it's really important that we start to adapt. It's already hard enough to find something on campus to make you stand out as a student. Now that you're working from home, it's completely different. Because we're working from home, I highly suggest that we take advantage of this time. We have much more time to spend for ourselves when we're at home, and you can utilize this time to make you stand out. Before we begin on this video, please subscribe to KeoTalks for more college videos. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. Let's start off with thinking about the online version of things that you would do in person. If you are really active in your volunteer organizations, you can also volunteer online. Virtual volunteering is a great work from home opportunity for lots of students. Although there is so much more opportunities in person, that doesn't mean that you should stop looking online for your resources. You can do virtual volunteer as a tutor, or you can do virtual volunteer as a translator. In the description box, I will drop down the links for online volunteering. I hope you guys check it out and see if it interests you guys. Besides tutoring and translating, you can still participate on on-campus activities. Well, they're not really on campus anymore, they're just going to be virtual on-campus activities. For example, your clubs, you can continue to host meetings or plan some virtual event. I'm sure a lot of students are struggling just like you, so you guys can work together as a club to figure out what you can do to improve the community. Remember, college admissions love how you are well-rounded and helping your community. So you want to make sure that you can find a way to contribute to your community. One example of community outreach can be helping the elderly find their groceries. Although this is not really a work from home online kind of situation, if you just ask the elderly of the community if they need any help, you might as well just pick up grocery for them and deliver them. You want to get creative during this time. If I were to be in high school right now and we are remotely learning, I would take this time to take some college classes at my local community college. This is the perfect chance to get some college credit while you're working from home. I made a video on picking classes for community college and it works for high school students as well. So go check it out. If you don't feel like taking community college classes, you can take free college classes too. Some of you guys might be dreaming of going to Harvard or Yale or MIT. This is the perfect time to take their courses too. You can take their courses on Coursera and edX. Even though those classes are free, you still have to pay a fee when you want to get a certification. Personally, I just took the class because I was just interested in the topic. I wasn't really necessarily looking for a certification. If taking these classes are totally out of question, you can take skill classes. Some students might want to take a coding class online or review for an AP exam on Khan Academy. It's really up to you. The main point is you want to utilize this time so that you become more well-rounded. Although if you have a busy schedule already and you can't fit these classes, it's okay. Make sure to always put your courses from high school first. Another way to stand out is by honing in on your hobbies. I'm sure in the summer you've probably done something to pass the time, especially since we've been locked up in our houses for so long. I see some people on my Instagram baking, some people are making stickers, or they're just making some designs on the side. Now that you have more time, you can hone in on your hobbies. You can do what you love to do during the spare time. If you don't really have a stable and ongoing hobby, I suggest finding a hobby that might interest you or be related to the work profession that you're going to be doing in the future. For example, when I was in high school, I was very interested in becoming a surgeon. I was too young at the time to apply for a lot of these jobs relating to surgery, but I did hone in my hobbies. I learned how to sew. To me, I believe that surgery was just basically like sewing, but you're sewing someone up. When you're practicing surgery, surgery pays attention to the fine details. By sewing clothes, you also have to pay attention to fine details as well. So I got into sewing and I made a couple shirts and upcycled a lot of clothes from thrift shops. Although I did start on sewing, my sewing techniques are not that great. If you want to go into something as technical as surgery, I suggest you find a hobby that's also very technical based as well. You can also work on self-improvement too. If you used to play a sport in high school and now your season got canceled, You can work on yourself. You can have a workout regimen that you follow every single day or every week. If you're into music and you like teaching, you can use social media platforms to teach other students. When you start writing these essays for colleges, you want to make sure you find something that makes you stand out. And hobbies are one of those things that make people stand out, but you need to have some kind of correlation to what you want to do in the future or what you want to be in college. Speaking of hobbies, you can actually combine hobbies and volunteering together. During the pandemic, there was a face mask shortage. Because I was really into sewing, I sewed up a lot of these masks and then I donated them to the local Joann's and they distribute to local hospitals that need them. This is a great example of combining your hobbies and volunteering, and you just do something great for the community. Even though we're in a pandemic, you can still find a job. I know a lot of employers do not hire high school students to work. This is because you are under 18 and it's really hard to be liable for someone who's a minor. Since you're already online anyways, you can find a job too. I recommend getting a work from home job. I don't really recommend getting a job that's not remote. One is because you're working from home and you're a minor. So the employer is probably more willing to hire you since they are not liable for whatever you do at home as long as you complete the assignment that they give you. If you're not interested in volunteering to tutor, you can also find a job as a tutor. A lot of tutors have remote jobs too. Recently, I've been looking at Indeed and it seems that a lot of jobs that are hiring are mostly marketing jobs and like business related jobs. If you don't want to work for someone, you can always start your own business. Remember those hobbies that I talked about? If you hone in on your hobbies, you can potentially make a business out of it. I've seen a lot of talented individuals on Instagram and they are amazing artists and they're amazing bakers or cooks and they're selling on Instagram. If you have a hobby that can be turned into a business, that's amazing. Not only are you making things that you love, you are also making money. Last but not least, look for scholarships. Many students complain that they don't have enough time to look for scholarships and apply to scholarships. To be fair, it is actually quite a long process for some of the hard scholarships. You may need a letter of recommendation or two, you may need an essay that you need to write, you may need a transcript, you may need so many other things. So that's why a lot of students don't apply to scholarships. But because they don't apply to scholarships, there are so many opportunities for you. Now that you have more time on your hands, you can look for these scholarships. If you look for scholarships now, you can help fund your college education. Let's be real, not everyone will get the scholarship that they apply for. If it's that easy, everyone would do it. Most of the time, you have to sit down, plan out which scholarship that you want to apply to or you're interested in, and apply to them. It doesn't take just 1 hour to apply to all scholarships. Scholarships come and go. I highly recommend to apply for local scholarships. If you have a PTSA program, an organization on campus that offers scholarships, you should apply for those first. When it comes to those no essay scholarships or you click a button and it's kind of a lottery draw and you win money, I mean, those could be really easy, but the chances of getting those scholarships are quite hard. You want to check the college and career website so that you have a better idea of what you want to apply for. There are so many places to look for scholarships, so the best place to start would be local. When I was in high school, I made every Wednesday to be my scholarship applying date. I only gotten a couple and they weren't that much, but I still applied to a bunch. Even if you get rejected from scholarships, you should still apply anyways. It's free money. All you need to do is just contribute some time. As you can see from this video, there are so many things that you can do to make yourself stand out for college. The one thing that's great about this pandemic is that you have more time. I know it's impractical for you guys to do everything all in one day. Just take all of this suggestion and think about what you might be interested in. Most importantly, make sure to take good care of yourself. I know this is a very stressful time and you really want to care for yourself so that you can do great things in the future. There are so many things to do with your time, but you want to make sure that you space everything out so you don't get burnt out. I highly recommend that you schedule out all the things that you want to do so that you do a little bit every day and eventually all your efforts will add up. Make sure to practice some self-care, do some workouts here and there, or do something that you like every single day. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you guys like the suggestions or if you're interested in any of these suggestions. Let me know if you have any questions too. Please like this video and subscribe to KeoTalks for more college videos. I will be uploading every Tuesdays and Fridays. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!